Then I forget it. I get that clip. Well, I'll forget it.
All right, so rise, the time says 6 o'clock. So it's time to call our January the 8th, meeting of the Canyon County Commission to order. If you would please stand, I'll ask Mr. Mayor to please lead the word of prayer.
Our Father in heaven, we appreciate all that you do for us. We thank you so much for loving us and caring for us. We thank you for your son, the sacrifice that he made. Pray that you be with us tonight, Lord, as we discuss the business of our county. I thank you for our county. We have a beautiful county, Lord, and I just pray that you would continue to see fit to bless it. Pray that you be with our schools, be with the teachers and students. Just thank you so much for loving us. Be with those that has lost loved ones. Be with those that are sick. Pray your mercy would be upon them. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Mr. Brandon, if you would lead us in pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I want to say that it's good to have Mr. Brandon back with us, and feeling good tonight. We thank the good Lord that he delivered him to us. If you would call roll, please.
Nathan Sanders.
Here.
Judy Shawn.
Here.
Chris Singleton.
Here.
Curtis George.
Here.
Eddie Mears.
Here.
Brent Brandon.
Here.
Randy Gannon.
Here.
Crystal Alexander.
Here.
Tony Burnett.
Here.
All present.
Takes us to number 5 on the agenda, approved change agenda. I have nothing to add.
Make a motion to approve the agenda. Second.
Got a motion to approve the agenda and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
All opposed? Brings us to number 6, consent agenda. Approved meeting minutes December 4, 2025. Approved notaries, which are Lacey Buchanan and Joyce Taylor.
Make a motion to approve all items on the consent agenda. Second.
Got a motion to approve consent agenda, both items, and duly seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
All opposed? Brings us to number 7, public comment period concerning agenda item, 15 minutes. And I would like to take this time, I've been asked, by Mr. James Atkins if he could go first. I'm gonna allow him to go first.
Thank you. After last month's commissioners meeting, I went home and prayed about the appointment to replace Karen's position as the 2nd District Commissioner. The next morning, I was led through my prayers to share the following with you all tonight. I knew Karen as a dispatcher for the past 19 years while serving on the E911 Board of Directors. Also, while serving on the Canyon County Budget Committee for the past 16 years, I served with Karen. And we both worked to ensure the recommending a budget that covered the necessary expenditures without any waste of taxpayer money. During the budget process and knowing her as dispatcher, I saw Karen's passion for her beloved community of Gasaway. She always made us aware of any future events in our community. If Karen had the opportunity to select someone to continue service as Canyon County Commissioner, I am confident she would choose someone who reflects her values and comes from the heart of Gasaway, someone like Marty Williams. Therefore, I respectfully and wholeheartedly recommend Marty Williams for the position of 2nd District Commissioner, knowing that he will make decisions that would honor Karen's memory and serve the community with integrity. At this time, my name be withdrawn for consideration. thank you for considering me and for your commitment to the future of Canyon County.
Thank you, James.
Thank you, Mr. James.
Thank
And, Trudy, stand up. Thank you so much. All right. Anybody else here would like to address the agenda item? Over here first, then I'll get to you, John. Nobody? Not John. Come up, state your name, please.
John Taylor, District 1. I'm here to discuss the impact fee or the adequate facilities fee we've had since 2018. It was voted in by the commission, and there are people that say that the commission can't change that because Tennessee code allowed the county to vote in the impact fee. But the fact is anything the commission creates, it can also modify. The commission can only execute that impact fee up to the maximum that the state allows. One of the things that's already happened in Montgomery County is for that impact fee to be taken away from replacement homes. Because a replacement home does not create any new impact on the county. It doesn't put any more students in the schools, doesn't put any more cars on the road. It doesn't create any more necessity for bureaucrats in our offices downstairs, or new buildings, new ambulances, new police officers. It's the same as it was before. And the zoning board and our county attorney has interpreted the way the Tennessee code currently reads to say that we still have to charge the impact fee on a house that's being torn down and replaced. But Montgomery County has already changed that, and we can too. The code only requires that we cannot charge that impact fee on homes that are destroyed by fire or natural disaster. At current, we're paying about $5,000 in county permissions, impact fees, code enforcement, permit fees for every new house we put up, which is about 5 to 10 times as much as any other county or neighboring counties. So we are way overcharging on that. We need to look at realities and at least get rid of that and reallocate those funds to a capital investment fund that goes for any of the projects we need to build because of new population. And there are a number of people out here in the audience that are here in support of that same thing. To some extent, maybe a little bit different than what I'm saying, but if you find you cannot change the current situation, repeal it completely, or reduce it down to a lot less. 90 cents a square foot is an astronomical amount to charge for that. And there will be other people out here to tell you the same thing. Thank you.
Thank you, John. You'll have your time there, Danny. Right over here. Anybody else would like to speak? Over here. You got that. Nobody? Yeah. If you would, please come, state your name.
Can I stay on this side or?
Aye. Yeah, if you would, please. Thank you.
My name is Melissa Martin, I'm in District 3. As a business owner in this community and owner of several rental properties, and my husband's a contractor in this county, at the BZA, I was one of the people who stood up and talked about the fact that the tax is not really adequate, or it's not fair, really. And it's not helping our community in any way. the reality is the house that brought this all up is a house that I own with my husband. And, when we bought the house, we had originally planned on remodeling it. And when we got further into it and to tearing it down and what, demoing the interior of it, it became apparent that it needed to be demolished and rebuilt. Ultimately, us rebuilding a brand new home in its place helps our neighbors with their home values. It helps the community because the home is more efficient. There are a lot of pros to it being a new home versus a remodeled home. However, the adequate facilities tax now is the main one. I mean, I personally feel like the other ones are also a little high, not the $5.50 that we're being charged, but the 95 cents and the 90 cents, but I'll let other people argue that. My argument is that the impact is already there. If I'm putting a 3-bedroom house in place of a 3-bedroom house, there aren't gonna be any more kids in that school. There's not gonna be any more, cars on the road. It's the same amount of people on that property as was designated when I bought that house. So why should I have to pay that fee? The part that is a little disconcerting to me is I can remodel that house and there's no fee. I don't even have to pay the $5.50, let alone the 90 cents or the 95 cents or any of it. Like, I can do that and I can technically still make the same profit at the end of the day. It won't be as nice of a house, it won't be as new of a house, but at the end of the day, it isn't gonna help my neighbors and it isn't gonna help the community, but I'm still gonna make the same profit. I don't wanna do that. I'd rather put something in that's more energy efficient, somebody appreciates moving into. It's got the less lights, the LED lights that require less power, and it's got toilets in it that require less water. And there's so many things that benefit the community, the county, and what it is actually going to have to require or supply to that house. It's gonna be less, but you wanna charge me more for making that a better place for the whole, everybody involved, except for me. And that's because I'm gonna have to pay the tax because I wanna put a new something there for, a better house there for the community and the county. And the other thing is, okay, and so I'm done? Or-
You go ahead and wind it.
Okay, I only have a little bit left. I have like one more point. So that same house, okay, right now, if I was to remodel that house, I could probably sell it for about $350,000. Taxes on the $350,000 house is gonna be less than the house that I'm gonna rebuild that is I'm gonna be able to sell for $425,000. So ultimately, in the long run, the county wins in property taxes by me putting that new house there as well. That's all I got.
Thank you, ma'am. Anyone else? All right, I'm gonna close the public hearing. Did you have something? Go ahead. All that.
Okay, right. I'm Adam Stanley, and I just want to say we're drowning in taxes and everything right now. Seems like you just keep adding fees and stuff. It's drowning everybody. As far as the average man or woman in the county. So I feel like it's kind of kicking people out of drowning somewhat. That's all I got to say.
Thanks, sir. Anyone else? close the public hearing, part, public comment period. And move to number 8, old business table items. I have none. We'll move to 9, appointment to fill the vacant District 2 Commission seat for the remainder of the current term. I will open it up for nomination.
I'd like to nominate Mr. Marty Williams in lieu of Mr. Atkins withdrawing his name.
Anybody else, any other nomination? Do I have a motion nomination cease?
So moved.
Motion nomination cease, do I have a second?
Second.
Second, all in favor, aye? All opposed? All right. Mr. Marty Williams, just call it,
Nathan Sanders,
Yes.
Judy Shawn,
Yes.
Chris Singleton,
Yes.
Curtis George,
Yes.
Eddie Mears.
Yes.
Brent Brandon,
Yes.
Randy Gannon,
Yes.
Crystal Alexander,
Yes.
Tony Burnett.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Well, we got a new commissioner, he is on a cruise, but he has left me with a letter of interest, that he is interested, in this, position. He's on vacation, and I would like to, hang on just a second. Said he wanted to ensure you, Greg, I want to ensure you I'm aware of my interest to represent District 2 as county commissioner, which has become vacant due to Mrs. Ashford's passing. A few years back, Karen approached me to run for a position, but I'm not yet ready to serve. I feel it is now the right time. It would be an honor for me to be a representative from the Gasaway community. I appreciate your support and commit to serve with integrity if I should be selected to fill the vacancy. Respectfully, Marty Williams. Thank you. Thank you.
Greg,
Yes.
if I may, I would like to encourage Mr. Adams to possibly seek election at the current time. Get a petition in for the second district. I believe he can serve us well.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner Sanders. Anyone else?
Mr. Williams, you done told him what he's getting into, right?
Yeah, I told him that.
You know.
And you couldn't talk him out of it.
Well, I served on here.
I know.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it.
Mhm.
Everything went smooth and all that, so I hope it'll stay that way now.
Thank you all so much. Takes us to number 10. Approved appointment of Brent Brandon to the Budget Committee.
So moved.
Got a motion,
Second.
second, any discussion? All in favor, aye? All opposed? Now, Mr. Daniel Wagner, if you would, to address the commission regarding the adequate facilities tax. State your name for the record, I already have, but
My name's Daniel Wagner, Patriot Pump Network, and I happen to be a citizen of the county. I live down on Bradyville Road.
thanks, sir.
So, and I completely forgot to pass out my sheets, so I apologize for that. I have about 20 of them here if you want. It's just a fact sheet if you want to look at it. Alrighty, so, first of all, good evening, commissioners. My name is Daniel Wagner, we've already covered, and thank you for putting this item on the agenda tonight. And what we're asking for you to vote, one very clear, very specific thing. We're asking for you to amend the school facilities privilege tax resolution so that true one-for-one replacement homes are exempt when they do not increase residential density. Everything else in the resolution stays in place. New homes built on vacant lands still pay the tax. Add-ons and expansions still pay the tax, at least for now. Only true replacements, same house, same number of bedrooms, same number of people would be exempt in this case. Currently, when someone builds a house in Canyon County, the county charges, as was covered earlier tonight, 3 different fees. There's a building permit fee, which is based on the cost of the build, starting at $450 for a house under $100,000, and increases costs go up. There's a zoning compliance fee, which is about 95 cents per square foot, and there's also the school facilities privilege tax, or also known as the adequate facilities tax, at 90 cents per square foot. Nobody here is asking you to touch the permit fee or the zoning fee. That would still apply to everyone, even for replacement homes. The only thing we're asking you to change this time is that adequate facilities tax when the project is a true one-for-one replacement. So, the adequate facilities tax is supposed to be an impact fee for the new burden on schools, roads, emergency services. That's kind of the intended purpose of it. If there's already a 3-bedroom house on the property and the owner tears it down, puts a new 3-bedroom house on it, it's the same number of people, same number of kids, same number of cars. So there's no additional impact, no new burden on the county. So, in fact, the county will likely come out ahead if this obvious disincentive is in place, if it's removed rather. Updated homes are more efficient and safer, and we want to incentivize individuals to improve their properties. As a result, property values usually increase and ultimately leads to the county collecting more in property tax every year on that improved home. I'd like to discuss your legal authority to fix this. I actually spoke with a former CTAS advisor who worked with counties on these very kinds of issues. He confirmed that yes, you absolutely do have the power to make this change, and the process is pretty straightforward. You amend the original ATF resolution that was passed a few years back, resubmit it, adopt the amendment, and resolve by vote. So it's not something you have to send to Nashville and ask the state to do for you. It's squarely within the authority of this commission, using the same process that created the tax in the first place. So what the state and other counties already recognize is that the state that authorizes the tax, which is Tennessee Code annotated 67-4-2906, already says counties cannot charge this impact tax on, quote, replacement buildings or structures for previously existing buildings and structures destroyed by fire or other disaster. So the state already admits that sometimes new construction is not new growth. If a house burns and you rebuild it, that's not growth and there's no impact tax. Our request is simply to treat voluntary replacements, like tearing down an old unsafe house, termite damage, outdated, unsafe, hazardous building materials. I know there's a number of homes around here that have asbestos siding on it still, for example. Treat them the same way you would when there's no increase in dwelling units or density. Other Tennessee counties like Montgomery County have already adopted explicit replacement exemptions that cover more than just fire or disaster, as shown in our original proposal. That shows this approach is legally allowed. It's administratively manageable and consistent for the purpose of tax. And a brief word on where the money goes currently. When the General Assembly passed the County Powers Relief Act, the idea was to give growing counties a tool to help pay for capital projects like school buildings, roads, and other public facilities that have to expand as more people move in. Right now, 100% of this tax is locked into school capital and school debt service. Schools are absolutely in need of strong capital support. Nobody's here arguing that otherwise, but the growth doesn't just impact schools. It also shows up as potholes, crowded intersections, and longer response times for emergency services. What we're asking you to consider, in addition to the replacement home exemption, is create a county capital improvements fund that reallocates future AFT revenue to county-wide infrastructure that is also impacted by growth, such as the roads, bridges, emergency services, and whatnot. That turns this into a win for schools, a win for roads, a win for taxpayers who see the benefits of growth in more than one place. That would keep the tax doing what the state intended, helping fund capital projects by growth, driven by growth, while giving the commission a little flexibility to address the very real infrastructure needs of the people in every district see every day, helping support all major public facilities that feel the strain of the growth. So I've heard mentioned in the past about issues at the jail, for example, with plumbing issues and whatnot. So I would assume that would be able to go to help support those issues as well. The last issue that I want to cover is the data problem in Cannon County. You also have in your packets the planning department's written response to our records request. The planning office states that the county's permit system does not track which projects are replacements versus new true builds, except when the contractor happens to say that the structure was destroyed by fire or disaster. So right now, Cannon County cannot reliably tell which permits are one-for-one replacements, yet charges the AFT across the board and has no solid data to show that the tax is actually only hitting true growth. That makes this a fairness problem as well as a data problem. So for tonight, the decision in front of you is very simple. We're requesting a yes or a no on an amendment that keeps the AFT in true new development, keeps all other fees in place, but stops charging the impact tax on replacement homes that do not increase density. It's within your power, the process to amend and re-adopt the resolution. State power and other counties' policies support it, and it aligns be taxed with what most people in this county thinks is just common sense. On behalf of the residents and the families directly affected, I respectfully ask that you vote yes on the amendment to exempt one-for-one replacement homes that do not increase residential density. Thank you for your time tonight.
Anybody got questions? Thank you, Mr. Wagner. Any action want to be taken by the commission? Not? We will move to number 12. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Approval of the 2026 Cannon County Road Inventory List.
We have all the roads listed, right, that need to be on there? Okay. I know Miss Judy has a concern with her road, is that missing from it, or can it be added back, or what?
I'm not aware of missing from it. I want to put it on them, so y'all are gonna have to put it on them.
Yeah. You say that it didn't show up on the inventory, what she's saying.
Because there's a lot of roads in this county, it's not on this inventory.
On the inventory, all right.
It's not.
Was it on there? Do you remember seeing it?
I've never
You don't
seen
know?
it before.
Okay.
All right. That's the only question.
Do I have a motion to accept the road inventory? Leah?
Make a motion to approve it.
Got a motion to approve the road inventory list, do I have a second?
Second.
I've got a second, any discussion? Call roll, please.
Nathan Sanders,
Here.
Judy Shawn,
Yes.
Chris Singleton,
Yes.
Curtis George,
Yes.
Eddie Mears,
Yes.
Brent Brandon,
Yes.
Randy Gannon,
Yes.
Crystal Alexander,
Yes.
Tony Burnett.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Motion carried. Takes us to number 13, approval of ARP funding for the Emergency Operations Center project. I will tell the commission and inform them, we had a pre-bid, that was it Tuesday? Tuesday. That was Tuesday, was very, very, delighted to see the response. We had a room full of folks that was interested in the EOC, which is a great thing, makes it more competitive. So we're thankful for that. Bidding on the Emergency Operations Center will be, Tuesday, or
Thursday.
Thursday. Okay, thank you, Nate. Be Thursday, at what time?
Same time, 10 a.m.
10 a.m., okay? So, we're getting down to it. Now, what this is asking for, do you want to address that,
Yeah, so, we've got 41, y'all have this spreadsheet. So we have 41,998 that's not allocated yet out of that ARP money, and we're asking that we can use this for the EOC, because we've got to tear that building down, we've got to cut some trees down. We just know there's gonna be some expenses that we're gonna, need some money for, so we just wondered if we could use the rest of this that hasn't been allocated.
Make a motion to use the ARP money, what was it, 41,000?
41,998,
41,998
998.
$05? Yeah, Nick.
for the, EOC.
Second.
Got a motion to approve and a second, any discussion? Brent, you second it?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Discussion, call roll, please.
Nathan Sanders,
Yeah.
Judy Shawn,
Yes.
Chris Singleton,
Yes.
Curtis George,
Yes.
Eddie Mears,
Yes.
Brent Brandon,
Yes.
Randy Gannon,
Yes.
Crystal Alexander.
Yes.
Tony Burnett.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Motion carried. Number 14, approve resolution 2026-1 authorizing county credit cards for official business.
So, the credit card, we've been using the same credit card company for 5 years. We have 2 cards that, if anybody wants to use the card, I just sign it out. My name's on the card, but the company has decided that, I think they've changed their internal policy, but they want like an authorization from a board for approval of those, approval for, I guess, for my name to be on that card.
And it's just 2 cards.
We only have 2 cards.
Is there a limit?
Yeah, what is it?
$30,000, $15,000 per card. We had 1 card for a long time. We had 2 cards with the same number. They can't do that anymore either, so now they're giving us $15,000 on each because we don't know what's going to be used at one time.
And that's been something that we've had for quite a while. Make a motion to approve resolution 2026-1, that's authorizing county credit cards for official business.
Second motion.
I've got a second. Motion and second. Any discussion? Call the roll.
Nathan Sanders.
Yes.
Judy Shawn.
Yes.
Chris Singleton.
Yes.
Curtis George.
Yes.
Eddie Mears.
Yes.
Brent Brandon.
Yes.
Randy Gannon.
Yes.
Crystal Alexander.
Yes.
Tony Burnett.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Takes us to number 15, approve resolution 2026-2, authorizing application to the Tennessee Department of Economic and Community Development for Community Development Block Grant, better known as CDBG funds. What this is we had a public hearing, about it. It's for Old Prospect Road to put a water line extension and get those people water down that road. Old Prospect. The match is 16%, but the city covers the 16%. Basically what they're doing is using our CDBG grant to get people water.
And that's the way they've always done it too.
Yeah.
From what I remember.
Make a motion to approve resolution 2026-2.
Second.
You second. Got a motion and second, any discussion? Call it, please, Lon.
Nathan Sanders.
Yes.
Judy Shawn.
Yes.
Chris Singleton.
Yes.
Curtis George.
Yeah.
Eddie Mears.
Yes.
Brent Brandon.
Yes.
Randy Gannon.
Yes.
Crystal Alexander.
Yes.
Tony Burnett.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you, motion carried. Number 16, approval of revised public records policy.
So, Mr. Kane has, revised our public records policy and, also developed a form. He's been a huge help for, the public records request, but, we don't actually have to get y'all's approval, but we would like to have it, so. We're just asking for approval for that.
Make a motion, we approve revised public records policy.
Second.
Got a motion and a second, any discussion? Call it, please.
Nathan Sanders.
Yes.
Judy Shawn.
Yes.
Chris Singleton.
Yes.
Curtis George.
Yes.
Eddie Mears.
Yes.
Brent Brandon.
Yes.
Randy Gannon.
Yes.
Crystal Alexander.
Yes.
Tony Burnett.
Yes.
Motion passed. Diane, I'm glad you're still there.
Well, y'all's coming up next.
It's your turn.
Okay. So we have 2 budget amendments. Number 10 is, I've attached the receipts for those. That's the sheriff got some more R&R money, insurance money, and then the library's got 2 grants. That's number 10.
Make a motion to approve DA 25/26-10.
Second.
Got a motion to approve BA 25/26-10, duly seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Number 11 is for the highway department, and this is actually a project that is this paving? Road, yeah. And, they actually budgeted it last year, but they didn't actually receive the money until this year, until they paid the vendor this year, so they're adding it to this year's budget.
Make motion to approve PA 2526-11.
Second.
Got a motion to approve BA 25/26-11, and Julie seconded. Do I have any discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
All opposed?
And then on your reports, the top percentage sheet there shows you that all the funds are under 50% at the end of December, besides two that we know what those are. So the budget's, on track. Where it should be, the cash flow analysis, of course, our balances are starting to come up now that people are paying taxes. And y'all got this. Is there any question on any of that?
Before we adjourn, I would like to ask if we can put, what was brought up, about the adequate facilities tax on the next agenda for discussion. I think it is worth looking at, making some changes, but I do believe it needs to have a little more time to settle in and kind of be discussed thoroughly.
I would also like to have an opinion of the attorney.
Yes, sir.
And let it go to the budget commission to see how much money the school would lose if it was.
Does
I'm
Board of
sorry, I didn't
Education,
understand.
she was the one, Crystal was asking for it to come to the budget committee to see what,
How much money the school would lose
how much the schools would lose by changing.
by changing the,
Which will fluctuate, but we can look and see how much
Yeah.
that it has brought in.
how much it brought in and how much it would lose if it was to be amended.
And could we have Mr. Robinson here to possibly answer any questions
Yeah.
that night as well, too?
And he was here, but I just don't know,
I
I think he
understand.
wasn't here.
I understand.
Yes, yes, we can. We sure can. You want me to put it on next
Yes,
month?
yes, please.
May I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
What is the opinion that you wanted, just a legal opinion on what you guys can amend, what you can do, if you can repeal? Okay, just want to make sure I'm getting you. what
We
you
just
want.
want to do the right thing for our citizens.
Yes, sir. I just want to make sure I'm giving you the information that you want.
Yes, sir.
Has that other county also done, have they already made those changes? I'm not saying anybody's a liar, but I wanna know more facts.
I will give you would you like for me to give you a report on what I found out about? As far as, replacing a vacant home.
Yeah, I mean,
I called Montgomery County land, and he, advised me, I asked him about a vacant residency, would it be exempt under Montgomery County? He told me no. He said the only way it would be exempt, is if the homeowner produced 2 years of, in Montgomery County, 2 years of utilities, of it being, occupied. And then, that would cause an eviction.
So then they couldn't
On the vacant home,
buy a property with a home on it, tear it down, and then.
and get exempt from the AFT.
Right. And can we get the Board of Education involved with this?
Yes.
I mean, it's really one of
That's
the.
really, yes, sir, that's where they need to be involved.
Yep.
Yeah.
This benefits them more than anybody.
Yep.
really, budget committee really needs to be the finance office. Probably where the budget committee did the numbers anyway, so.
I do think there's room for improvement with this, but I do think this needs to be an ongoing discussion so that we can do what's right for the growth of our county plus the financial part for our citizens.
That's good. So, next month, I'll put it on the agenda.
Thank you.
That'll be fine. That's cool, everybody? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So we adjourn.
Got a motion to adjourn, have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
All
opposed?
So what, Chris? I mean, I'm the Brent and Yeah, everybody votes for that one.
table?
Yes.
Well, this is nice. You got a newer one, huh?
I got, yeah, I got one. But I can listen to better. It has a sound in it. I don't have the program. Doesn't have the program where they can actually get them like pop it out.
Oh, really?
I don't have it.
I wish. That would be cool, wouldn't it? I don't even have one for mine. Yeah.
I can use it.
Take that out for me. I see those in my
Like, I would go. No, I'll finish the second. Thank you. I know where That's December, yeah. This goes with the but I found them. Okay, okay.
He said,